All that talent must be God sent. I send your ass back to the cosmics. The things I seen under my eyelids, kaleidoscope dreams, murder and sirens. Let's be clear, hip-hop died again. Half of my profits may go to Rakim. How many Judases that let me down? But the West Minds, we right now. Therapy showed me how to open up. It also showed me I don't give a f. The two-time Gemini with the genocide. I'm generous, however you want it. I'll be the gentle kind. Gentlemen and gangsters connect. The agenda of mine. Move up out of here. This get gentrified. Heavy jeans like Genevieve's. I drop your Pentagon and show up at your gender reveal. And tell them, give me mine. I am the general. Wear my gin and juice. Every song in the book of Genesis. Let the sonics boom. You want the tea on me? Well, here's the ginger root. I generate residuals.
What the hell happened there?
I'll explain.
You don't got to turn that off.
That was crazy.
Like
eating though.
I hate hearing music when it's not presented the way the artist wants us to hear it. Context matters, and that sound quality was terrible.
And also too, like when we got the listen. So first of all, this was at an intimate listening event that they had in Paris, and they had one here in New York, which y'all know that I went to. And when
they
you
never
go,
gonna invite you back.
I didn't play leak this verse. I didn't leak it.
They said, Lauren, don't play it. Lauren, no exclusive.
I can see why they wouldn't want nobody to play it though, just because of the sound quality. It's terrible.
And also too, when you hear it in full, like I know we've heard Chains and Whips because of the LV show that the Clipse walked in, but when you hear the song in full with the verse, it's just a different feeling. And also, there was just so much conversation around this verse that this was awaited, and I'm sure they wanted to keep it awaited. I don't know how you would go to an intimate event like where they were and post what you're listening to, because they tell you not to post it before the
Lauren,
event starts.
I know you're not talking. You just played the verse on the radio for millions of people.
But a bunch of people were posting it, so it wasn't just one
everywhere.
person that taped it. There was a bunch of people taping it.
Yes, and that's why the angle. That's why the audio changes, because it like in order for you to hear the full verse, you had or hear as much as you can of it, you had to go to different.
Oh, so you got different people with their iPhone taping it.
There was one angle of Pharrell. There was one angle. I don't got that. I'm not in Paris. I don't got nothing to do with that.
I think that's whack. I think that you should respect people's art, and I think that when people invite you into an intimate space to hear their art, beforehand, you should just respect it. It's like going to a comedy show when they take your phones and they lock your phone up. They do that for a reason.
That's why.
They should start doing that to these for these listening events.
The sad part is you could tell that the person. I seen like 3 recorders that they weren't hiding the phone. Like you can see Pusha and Pharrell and Malice rapping like. But they did it, but it's foul.
You didn't have to hide, because even at the one that we went to, like, you didn't have to hide your phone, but they were very clear about, look, we don't want any of this to come out prior to, because like y'all said, we want people to be able to enjoy it in its entirety. It's special to us. There's been so many conversations around it. So it was just really unfortunate that this happened yesterday. But
Kendrick got some balls in it.
For sure.
I started going to therapy. Therapy taught me how to open up. It also taught me how not to give a F. I can relate. And then he said, you want the tea on me? Well, here's the ginger root. He got some balls in there.
Yeah, he's spitting on there.
Do y'all feel like this verse was worth Def Jam getting
I
their
didn't even
panties
hear
in
it.
a bunch?
Now, what you mean? We couldn't even hear the verse.
You heard enough. You just quoted 2 lines from it.
It started getting distorted at the end.
I don't know.
The first, it sound hard. I mean, I don't know why Def Jam would beef about over it.
We didn't even hear the whole verse.
That's what I was going to say. We didn't hear the whole thing.
Please don't develop an internet brain.
No,
don't do that.
First of all, before this hit the internet, I heard it in full, and my opinion is Def Jam should have relaxed and let them do what they did on their label, because this would have been great for them.
Well, how can you ask us that question? We haven't heard it.
Because you heard enough of it.
No, we didn't. No, see, that's internet brain. You heard enough of it. Forget hearing the whole thing. You heard enough of it. That's how the internet thinks.
No, and the reason
why form a whole narrative and a whole opinion based off just a little bit of something.
Well, that was a lot of the verse. I will tell you that.
It wasn't.
I've heard the full verse,
but we haven't.
But I'm telling y'all that was a lot of what you will hear when it comes out.
I've been fighting all my life. That's what it sounds like right now. You fighting.
Exactly. And if there was a Drake line on there, you don't think somebody would have posted that? Because that's Def Jam's issue. They thought that it was going to be an issue with Kendrick and Drake.
I didn't hear the verse, Mar.
It's not worth the drama.
I don't know.
It's not worth the drama. Now, other music news, Cardi B. So she's finally given us a date for her album. Her sophomore album will come out on September 19th, and the name of the album is Am I the Drama? Now, yes, it's called Am I the Drama? She's been dropping visuals online. She also teased a voiceover with a visual that gives some context to what the album will be about. Let's take a listen.
7 years and the time has come. 7 years of love, life, and loss. 7 years I gave them grace, But now I give them hell. I learned power is not given, it's taken. I'm shedding feathers and no more tears. I'm not back, I'm beyond. I'm not your villain, I'm your karma. The time is here, the time is now.
Congratulations to Cardi.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear some new music. They said it's selling like crazy already, right? Pre-orders are pretty good.
Yeah, I saw that she sold 1.5 million total album units already.
Oh,
but from what I saw in the track list, Up and WAP is on there.
Yeah, because they haven't had a place.
Yeah, so I'm sure that contributes to it.
Yeah, they haven't had a place, so it got to go on the album.
Yeah, I think
they dropped them as singles.
There's just so much anticipation too. Like people really want to hear what she's going to put on the album, what she's going to actually talk about. Because you think about 7 years since Invasion of Privacy, we've heard like features, but Cardi has went through a lot of things in this time. So
like Charlotte said, those are the 2 records that she dropped in the last 2 years. So those will go on the album.
And I love that
I can't wait to hear it.
She's still been relevant this whole time.
Oh yeah,
you know, when somebody takes 7 years off, you know, between dropping an album and 7 years off, you don't really hear too much about them. Like she's still been relevant with her singles and her features and everything.
That is funny, but that is funny though. I'm gonna still give y'all these singles, okay?
Right.
All right, y'all gonna get these singles, right? This album 7 years in the making.
Right.
That's right.
And I think too, as we close, I know people were like, how do you do that? Like, why would you put the singles on there? But that's not uncommon. People do that all the time. It just normally doesn't take them as long to release the album before the single or once the singles come out.
Well, before you were listening to music, that's what artists would really do. Like they would release 2-3 singles first and then release an album. Like that was.
They do that now.
Not really.
Not as much.
I feel like the rollouts aren't as strong, so people don't realize what they're doing.
It would
but
be like
smart
an 8-month
ones,
rollout. Like it would be a couple of singles and then you would get the album.
Smart artists do that, so that was smart of her.
I do feel like Cardi should have dropped in the summer though.
Me too. Yeah. I thought it was going to be the summer.
Especially if you put out your newest record is called Outside. I do think she should have dropped this summer.
I thought it was going to be summer too. I thought
the singles out now.
A July
Videos
release
out now.
Yeah.
Because usually we have like a summer girl anthem. It's still Glow. Everything Glow.
Well, I think I know Outside is it has that feeling where it could be that.
No, it's definitely that, but like a whole body of work.
Oh yes,
is the Glow album.
I'm sure she will be releasing singles the whole summer. All right, well that's the latest with Lauren. Can we play Outside now? All right, we'll get into that next, and then we got front page news. So don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Rock.